Hello! Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Sweaty Johnny Baghead. As always. And yeah, it's been a while because some IRL stuff. But I am back officially. Still dealing with the heat though, not as bad as it was yesterday. It actually had chilled out, and then yesterday it got rough again. And today it's weird. It doesn't, apparently it's not as hot, and it's definitely not sunny out. Like right now it's dark out. But the air itself is hot. It's, you know, it's like if you're in a place that had like the heat generating, you know, like instead of having boilers, they have fans that blow heat everywhere. It feels like that. And it's rough. But I braved the heat. We're all bagged up. Maybe it'll be a bad idea, I don't know, but I'm trying it. Also, we get to have a good look now that because I have that extra light on my camera mount. My green screen does look a bit better, though, because of some of the color changes. It's making my skin look even whiter. Granted, I am very white, but I'm not this white. I'm not this white. Come on, captions, you can do it. There you go. Alright, so what's on the docket today? This is a weird stream, but I have been planning this for a while. But something actually came up recently that prompted me into this. So, cast your minds back to 2016. A very cursed year. Not the most cursed year, but pretty cursed year. And something to help with the cursedness was the release of Homefront The Revolution. I'm actually going to swap to the game capture here. Because this has tons of unskippable cutscenes. But here we are, Homefront The Revolution. What is Homefront The Revolution? So, Homefront was a PlayStation 3 / Xbox 360 era, like Call of Duty style first-person shooter that THQ put out. I don't remember what specific developer put out. I don't know why this specific cutscene is so quiet, but we'll turn up in a bit. But the whole gimmick was like, what if North Korea had got technology and invaded the West? It basically was just Wolfenstein, but with North Koreans. And it didn't make any sense. And I think the only thing that's really remembered about the first Homefront game is that they had a sponsorship with Target, the like retail chain in America. But the game is about America being invaded, so it's just you go for a bunch of like war-torn targets. That, and there's one of the NPCs, unironically, I don't think it's intentional, but I'm saying unironic because I don't believe it's a joke, and I don't even think it's like a thing where people connect the dots. It just, there is a character who is in your like military squad who just sounds like Randy Marsh from South Park. It sounds almost exactly like him. And I can't believe, like, no one in the recording ever brought it up, because it makes, like, every line of dialogue from him just sounds so off and like it's meant to be funny. But it was a forgettable game. I don't think it made much of an impact at all. Years later, somehow Crytek got the rights, because obviously THQ got shut down, but for some reason they brought the rights to Homefront. And at one point in time, they had what were previously known as Free Radical Design, who then got brought by Crytek and then got named Crytek UK. For a very long time, Crytek UK were basically a support studio helping with the console versions of the Crysis games. They worked on like Crysis 1 remaster on PS3, and then the console versions of 2 and 3, and some support on a couple of other stuff. But then at some point, Crytek put them on this. They're like, hey, make a sequel to Homefront. But at the time, Crytek was going through some really bad times, and they straight up almost filed for they went bankrupt. They weren't able to pay any of their employees either in their UK or their US office, or I think even in their home region, and basically needed a buyout. And Deep Silver brought out Crytek UK and turned them into what is known as Dambuster Studios. And because of some British law, I don't know the specific one, but it's got something to do with, like, when you buy out ownership or something, they were legally obligated, because they also got the rights to Homefront, they were legally obligated to finish this game. The probably closest similar situation, no, not with the legal side, but in terms of, like, a release like this, is when Gearbox brought the rights to Duke Nukem Forever and basically made the game shippable. Like, they didn't make it good, they didn't really work on it at all, they pretty much just made it shippable. And this feels like that. This feels like, okay, Deep Silver brought them for some fucking reason. British law says, well, you have to finish the product, and they did, barely. I want to show you something interesting, quick. This has had 12 updates. I'm playing on the side account because I want to show the intro. But we've got constant optimization and bug fixes, crashes, like progression blockers. But also this game got weird DLC and like multiplayer DLC, like co-op. The co-op's not in the campaign. The co-op's like a separate mode. But you can see like they kept fixing it. There's a bunch of DLC. I've not messed with any of that. They even added fucking PlayStation 4 Pro support, which is hilarious when you actually see the visuals of this game. This is a game that came out 2016 for the PlayStation 4. It at times looks like a PlayStation 3 game. And I'm not even being hyperbolic. Like, it can look fine. But there's some areas where the models and the texture work, and I don't know if maybe it's an engine bug where those are low level detail models that don't get swapped out. But this game feels so unfinished, and at times feels like it is being made while you play it. But the reason we're playing this is, if you follow the lineage, and I think because of the purchase, Free Radical Design. Who were Free Radical Design was a bunch of ex-Rare devs that worked on GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. And they went on to make the Timesplitters series, which was a spiritual successor to those games. And they were doing fine. Then the PS3 generation came around, and then they made Haze, which I feel like I've got to look at that on stream one day. Came out terrible, and definitely that felt unfinished as well. Basically killed the company, partly to blame because of Ubisoft, because Ubisoft set that game up to be like the biggest shooter of the generation, which is like not what they were going for. Like, they weren't trying to reinvent the wheel or anything. And then Crytek brought them then and got the rights to Timesplitters. But I believe now Deep Silver owns Timesplitters. And I think they actually are trying to get a sequel. Like, they've got a couple, like Dr. Doke and a couple of the original developers are like currently like headhunting specific people who worked on the originals. Plus there's that fan one that's been, I don't know how that's going. I hope that's still working. I don't know how that works with the whole rights change, because originally Crytek approved it. I don't know. I don't know if it's something where maybe Crytek still does own it, but like partly with it. I don't know. It's so complicated. But a random Easter egg in this game, and it's actually quite far in, is there is a working version of Timesplitters 2 in this, and it turns out it is like a 4K remaster. Now, when you find it normally in this game, it is just 2 levels. You find an arcade machine, it just boots you into the story mode, and you can pick the first 2 levels. Turns out it's actually the whole game. The whole game's in there. Because though it was never intended to be fully accessible, it was easier to put the full game in there than it was to cut out the part they wanted to put in. So this game, this terrible game, essentially has a 4K remaster of like one of the best first-person shooters of all time in it. And we'll look at that eventually. No, there are some issues, but they are more understandable because there are issues related to the fact that a lot of the rest of the game was not meant to be accessed. And then we'll cover how to play that remaster in a way that's good. But first, we've just got to look at this game. I actually didn't hear that much about it. I just heard, oh yeah, this game's kind of just mediocre and buggy. It's like, but that does not do it justice. Like, the amount of bugs and weird issues I've had throughout the playthrough, it's still editing. I've shown a bit of it, but I have a longer video now of like 8 minutes worth of issues. And granted, none of those are even from like the start of the game. That's why we're going to start here, because I forgot to get clips from the start of the game. But we're just going to get into it. So I'm playing on a random extra profile I have, because this game only lets you have one save slot. Let's see. Yeah, that looks alright. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, I believe Resistance mode is the weird multiplayer mode, and that's where all the DLC feeds into. But I don't have any of that. Now, I could have got this on PC, but I kind of want, you know, this was mid-generation console, so I kind of wanted to see what it looked like, because this wasn't at the part in the generation where most devs had kind of like hit the limit of the hardware. That was probably like a couple of years afterwards. So you can't really blame this game's issues on like, oh, it's just, it's too much for the console. Like, that's clearly not what the issue is. The volume of this is weird though. Alright. So we're going to do a new game. We're going to play and recruit, because I don't care. Like I said, we're only probably going to look at the intro bit for about an hour. Even on recruit, by the way, this game is like way too hard.
With the Apex Corporation in the 70s, and the birth of Silicon River in North Korea. Even back then. So
yeah, this is very Wolfenstein, the new Colossus, because it's like alternative history, nebulous,
from phones to tablets to just about anything.
Alternative history idea of a nation getting like crazy technology and enslaving the world.
Our wars in the Middle East have been getting worse and worse, one leading straight to the next. Even after that,
this might be something that like most of the development went to. This is some sort of like hybrid live action. Well, it's mostly live action, obviously, with like special effects, but these are like live action actors on it.
As the dollar tanked, our debt to North Korea spiraled.
I don't know if this is exactly how the story was in the original, but I find it really funny that the reason why the US went... It's like, no, North Korea didn't invade for like no reason. It was literally just because they defaulted on their debt.
They turned off our military with a single...
Also, I love that idea. Very Metal Gear Solid 4, but makes like the theoretical US in this game fucking dumbasses.
But after the early Apex,
like, oh yeah, we'll buy all this crazy technology from this other country and we won't assume they have access to it.
they stole our liberty and our freedom.
Oh man, Jebediah would have liked this game if it was actually good. I don't think he played this on Freedom. I wasn't there for that. People have to let me know because I haven't really looked at the VOD. I don't know how that went.
The revolution.
But I wanted to look at the intro here because there's some stuff right at the beginning of this game that is just like mind-blowing. But yeah, you can't skip any cutscenes. I don't think that changes on
Hello and welcome to KAC.
On new playthroughs either.
Today's top story. Preparations begin today for
and the story is just not, it's just not interesting. It's the most like generic of like, oh yeah, rebels rising up. Like they don't really make the premise interesting. It really just feels like a cheap version of Wolfenstein. Like Wolfenstein's more interesting because it takes like more like fantastical technology. This doesn't really feel like it. Like the soldiers and this army don't even really have technology that seems that advanced.
Rest assured, we will bring these criminals to justice.
But yeah, sorry, we can't skip any of this.
Keep our streets safe and secure for all citizens. Thanks to improved threat recognition systems in our
Also, it
drones,
kind of
potential
reminds
terrorists can
me.
be identified and neutralized swiftly.
He calls us terrorists.
I can't speak to this too much. It's definitely outside my wheelhouse. It's not my place to explain the what's the word? Not the details, eccentricities, but the specifics, like the nitty gritty of it. But it reminds me of an old trope of cyberpunk and some other kind of fiction from that time that had a lot of kind of theming about the idea of like Asia becoming the world superpower. Like if you watch Blade Runner, a lot of fiction around that time. Though granted, it's not originated from that. It's kind of just an inherent thing that started in early cyberpunk fiction and some other like near future stuff. That there was a general fear after kind of World War II and I think kind of tail end of the Cold War, when, you know, like there was a bubble and technology boom in Japan and China, that they were going to take over the world. And it's kind of interesting because that aesthetic has kind of just become a big part of cyberpunk, but in a way that's entirely removed from, like, I think most people who add that kind of look, the merged of East and Western technology in cyberpunk fiction, don't take it from a place of like, oh, I'm depicting a scary future where Asia takes over. They just think it looks cool, you know? But I guess this is partly rooted in that. I don't know if the right word is xenophobia, but it is a panic about it. Now this opening cutscene, I don't know if it's pre-rendered or not, but this is misleading. This is like this looks decently okay. The lighting is a bit funny, but the game rarely, I don't think the game ever looks this good, even in like some of the other motion captured cutscenes.
Do it, you son of a bitch! No!
It's like, yep, we get it. They're evil dictators, we get it.
You ready to talk now?
I'll tell you.
I'm getting tired of your bullshit.
Like it's too on the nose, this opening, for me. It's like, yeah, we get it. And the people they've tricked to collaborate into them are like crazy murderers.
It's Walker.
But yeah, the cutscenes are just not in. The story is not the worst aspect of it, but it's just,
Fuck you.
there really is not any interesting stuff. And any of like the twists and turns, like characters who betray you. It's like the fact that anyone would betray you is already. I love how long it takes that second guy to react, by the way. His friend gets shot in the head, it takes him fucking like 3 seconds to turn around. And that's what I mean by like, oh yeah, it's supposed to have advanced technologies, but just a fucking random handgun can still cap him in the head. Yeah, throw the fucking stapler at them. Yeah. But why this game has unskippable cutscenes, I don't know. Okay, there's also like in-game Half-Life 2 style cutscenes, but there are a lot of these ones where it's clearly motion captured. You can't move around, the camera's fixed, that kind of thing. There's a lot of those too, and but neither of those are skippable. And considering how many patches this game got, and they never fixed that. I don't know. And especially for how broken this game is, and it got DLC when the main game's not fixed. Probably because it definitely around this time it became common practice that DLC was being made alongside the main game, which that bothers me. If you have the budget and the resources to make DLC in the middle of development, it shouldn't be sold as DLC. You're literally just time releasing content you've already made and putting it behind a paywall. The whole point of paying for extra content is it cost extra to make. You know, it was outside of development, or, you know, the money you made off of the final game is what funded it, kind of thing, you know? Alright, so now we're in game.
Fuck, I picked a bad time to get shot.
See?
Remember these? This phone is our ticket to safety. If you can find a network
Oh,
receiver and hack into it.
I'm using the wrong controller. My PlayStation 4 controller here, this red one. The right stick's a little messed up, but we're not playing for long anyway.
Blind here. You need to find a resistance stash. That should have intel on the district.
All right. So what is this game? This game is a very mediocre, simple, and frankly boring Far Cry clone. Also, yeah, early on they let you start doing this. This is how you like loot valuables to sell and shit like that. But you can't even pick stuff up yet, so why do they even let you...
We have to locate a safe house.
Like, why can you already open stuff? Okay, you know what? I'm probably gonna swap controllers here. Hang on. Oh no, I have to go to... Sound devices. Turn off. There we go. Hang on, I've got controllers right over here. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of already regretting how sweaty I am. I'll live, but... Okay, there we go. Also, the movement in this in general does not feel great. Hey, check it out, we've got a smartphone. Like, there's a weird delay on everything. Now, I think if we're lucky, we get to look at some of the first really weird issues that this game has. Let's see if I can see it. Is this where it starts to happen? Oh. Oh. Hang on, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make my preview bigger. There we go. Move you over there for now. I haven't set up like the full split-a-second monitor thing because I don't really care if I get a bit extra delay with this. Alright, let's see. Alright, let me just continue for now. Good, if it doesn't happen this time, I'll be really confused.
Hello and welcome to KAC. Today's top story.
But there's some parts of this game that look pretty decent. But we'll kind of see as we go along, there's some parts that do not. Oh. Okay, I'm looking now. Maybe that was like a... I'm not seeing that bug, actually. Maybe it happens later. It was very weird, though. There was something with this opening area where... something with how the reflection technology worked was just broken. But I want to keep an eye out for certain stuff, because this was right around the time where kind of the inconsistency in the art quality started to pop up. Also, you collect journal entries, but then they ended up in the phone. I don't know how that makes sense. Okay, we look okay for now. Something that I found out crazy is the main composer for Timesplitters, I think his name's like Graham something. I'm bad with the name. He worked on this. He's still with that studio. Like, he's still with them now. He worked on Dead Island 2. But yeah, you can see some of that Far Cry stuff. They already mentioned crafting. You have to pick up random like resources like that, valuables. But because it's an urban setting, it doesn't work as well as like gathering natural resources. So it's like inherently flawed. They don't really do a good job of highlighting what you can look at. And a lot of the like context sensitive prompts are really bad. Yeah, here's an early example. Is a lot of these tarps that you're intentionally meant to get really close to. Some of them look like really bad up close. Okay.
People saying Walker's this big hero.
Oh, I feel really bad I didn't get clips of it. I think this like rendering bug that I saw isn't happening anymore. It was really weird. What's happening in a lot of the like reflective surfaces, you just got these like weird divored dots. But it actually looks like it fixed itself. I wonder why that happened. Like, was there a video setting I had enabled? I don't know. Oh, I feel really bad I did not keep the clip of that. I think it'd been so long since I had taken clips on my PlayStation 4 that I forgot to do it. I don't even know what triggered it as well. Like, maybe the game wasn't fully installed? But it doesn't seem to be happening anymore. But we'll keep playing in case... Because based on my play... Like, this is an example of that. Nope, nope. There you go. Like, why do you have to be so precise? And then this one's, like, fine. But I'll play just like probably the first hour-ish. Heck, what I might do is I might try and get the clips. And save them, and I can make them part of my video if I find anything notable. So, you know, because I can use the built-in... That was weird. Why didn't it work at first? But even if that original rendering bug doesn't happen, we do get to see weird, like, low detail stuff in places. Some of the really weird animation in some of the cutscenes. A specific NPC that for some reason just the rendering on her looks awful. And she's based on a real actress, so I don't know how they fucked her up so much. But they, like, butchered her. Like, the actual real-life photos of her is like... No, she's a very... Like, she's very pretty. And they've just... did some really weird stuff to her model. I don't know if it's like a weird limit with the engine. Oh, they're great. What the fuck is going on? There we go. You're supposed... Oh, see, we've already got warp in. You're supposed to, like, you know, vault over objects like that. Oh, I'm really sad that rendering bugs stopped. It looks so trippy. I think what was happening is you see there's kind of this effect of, like, raindrops on the puddles. I think it was, like, melding with the like, fake light reflections in a way that was turning them into, like, colored dots. That's a shame. I really would love to have shown that. There's probably a video of it out there somewhere.
Yeah, what? You a damn traitor too?
Anyone looking? Hey, you looking for someone?
Like, I think some of the characters are supposed to look really bad on purpose, as in, you know, hey, this world's messed up kind of style. But the character I'm talking about, like, that is not the case. Oh yeah, this weird flashlight, this is a weird one. I don't know what is up with this flashlight. Like, you turn it on, but it doesn't just light up in front of you. You get, like, a spotlight effect on you. It's so odd. So this is another example of, hey, you can open all these. And in later levels, there are actual items there. It looks like I put the brightness effect up too high, but that's not the case. It's kind of funny now, because I think when I played through this just to get to the unlock, I didn't have the volume very high. You can tell that this is the guy who worked on Timesplitters music. Some of the music is good, now that I'm listening to it. Some of it, though, is just kind of weird. Oh yeah, you can pick up bricks. I don't think I ever used the bricks. The game has mechanics and designs to let you kind of Far Cry stealth and tag enemies, but the levels and the areas aren't even set up for it. Like, look at that. You can't read this that well because you get, like, double light. It's the weirdest thing. Like, it almost looks like how Half-Life 1 did light. Also, you are supposed to be able to travel between areas and fast travel, but there are so few areas where you're allowed to do it. Also, I think when you beat the story, I don't think you're allowed to, like, just go around the world and beat areas you hadn't been to. I think you have to load an old save to do it. I think this is the part of the game that's probably the most polished, because it's probably the, like, demo / oh, we're installing the game area. There you go, I can turn this off now. That's probably why I didn't have too many clips from the opening area. But yeah, here we go. It already starts to get a little funky here. Like, some of this texture and model work is like, they knew you were going to be this close to it. But there's some stuff later on that looks like way worse than that, I remember. Alright, alright. And also, yeah, there's, like, way too long of you, like, not actually having, like, gameplay stuff. Like, we don't even have a weapon yet. Ah! I feel like these characters were maybe meant to be, like, more special and be more of the game, but they're barely in it. Oh, someone pinned me. Why are they pinning me?
Fucking spy, fucking traitor, trying to sell us out on the Norks for a handful of rice, yeah? Let's teach him a lesson. I'll go first.
Easy, Bakes.
Fucking spam bots again.
Anyone, we gotta tell her first. You don't want to piss her off, do you?
Well, I just hope she leaves a piece.
There are subtitle options. I just forgot to turn them on.
Wouldn't count on it.
But, like, who fucking cares?
I'll be seeing you again.
Alright, so here she is. This is... I think this character's name is Dana coming up.
Heavy
Oh,
fuck, huh?
Be a bit lighter once Dana's finished with him.
so I do have a picture because I was talking about this with a friend. Here we go. I'll grab these. I've got these for later. Also, yeah, a lot rough like loading bits in this game. Oh shit, we got a bag on our head.
Hello down there.
So I don't know what is specific. It's kind of hard to even articulate. But the way they've animated and modeled this woman's face, she looks so uncanny. Like, she looks really old, but she also looks like she's in her 20s. It's so weird. The hairline they really fucked with. They've tried to make her hair look messy, but it just makes it look like her hair's falling out and she's like 60, but she dyes it black. And she's even got that kind of like old spinster eye makeup where she's got like the eyeshadow really high.
Okay. Nipples first.
Hey, Dana. I hear we got company.
But here's the thing.
Who is he?
Just another spy. Gonna ask him a few questions.
How do you know he's a spy?
Well, that's what Baker and Scazzari said.
Those two? Dana, they're dumb as shit.
Here's what she actually looks like. She looks fine. What happened here? Her hairline is different. Look, they like gave her like an extra inch of forehead.
Well, no one told me.
I don't know how they've like modeled her so poorly. I don't know if my friend told me her name though.
I'm sorry about what happened, but you survived. We could use a guy like you. I'm Jack Parrish, by the way. This is Doc Sandberg.
Hey, Jack Powers, if that's your real name. Here's another one.
Hard feelings, I hope.
You're a lucky boy.
You okay, kid?
Like, what happened?
Looks like some head trauma.
And she is an actress apparently, so she might be playing the character as well.
You don't need doping up. He needs to keep his
I was trying to figure out for a while after looking at the picture. I was like, did they like ask someone else to do the facial capture and that's why it looks off? Because none of the guys really look bad. But for some reason, just she looks so weird.
The Norks want this guy bad. Besides, we need people like him.
Like,
Ain't afraid to take a chance.
Seen too much already.
something about her face
What do you say, Brady?
looks so weird. Like they've messed with her proportions in a way that just makes her look so odd.
Speeches like that. I'm amazed we haven't won the war already.
Yeah, well, that's why we need Walker, huh? Words ain't my specialty. So, any objections to Brady joining us? No?
I don't know.
Well, if no one's gonna listen to me, I'll be getting back to my work. Good luck, kid.
Go along, Doc.
Hold on. I'm going to move my chat here so I can actually see it. There we go.
We gotta find a way to bust him out. Everything depends on him. But first things first.
Now, the animation are fine in most of these because these are clearly motion captured. But, oh, now we're not motion captured.
Well, it's good you came along when you did, Brady.
It seems that a lot of the, in-game cutscenes where people talk to you and you can move around, they're using a lot of procedural animation and it looks really bad.
Gotta stir the people up, and soon enough we'll be snowballing. Get the whole city behind us. And the Norks
I think we're actually going to get a weapon in a sec.
Walker's a spark. People will follow him.
But they look so robotic.
We've been down here for a few months now.
Like, also, he's moving at different speed and his legs are moving as well.
It's not on any of the pre-war maps, so the
Like,
Norks don't know.
Half-Life 2 has better, like, procedurally generated animations than this.
Kick the KPA's ass. Come on over here.
Like, you just see them, like, snap into stuff
Let's get some American steel in your hands.
all the time. They look so fucking robotic.
Who's this?
Like, look at them.
He was helping Walker.
The fucking twist should have been that, like, all the people who are in the Resistance are actually just robots. It would have been believable.
But he's a genius at improvising weapons, and that's why we keep him around. Ain't that right, Cookie? Always cooking up something.
It looks like in some areas here they did use motion capture, but obviously they didn't use facial capture.
Take it easy, will you?
And they're trying to do procedural stuff to kind of, you know, so they can look at you depending on where you're standing. It's just so weird to me that that technology was in Half-Life 2,
talk about upgrading.
And it looked so much better in that game. Yeah, give me the gun. Here we go. That. Alright, shop.
Thinking a pistol won't do much, but with one of Cookie's special conversion kits.
Alright, so this is the main gameplay gimmick of this game, and probably the only thing that's really interesting about it. So this weapon modifying system is from Crysis 2 and 3, though it's also being rolled into the remasters of Crysis 1. But you can convert guns into like different styles. It's probably the most interesting part, but other games have done it better. Because Doom 2016 came out the same year. Like, for reference, Doom 2016 came out this year. This game came out. And it's... like, you wouldn't think it, looking at it, but it did.
Always a charmer. See you around, Sid.
It's an interesting system, but also... it kind of makes some guns, like, so ineffective. Like, the only other two versions of the handgun are, like, stealth-based ones. But you can't swap out the handgun, so why would you ever swap off the submachine gun? The game's not really set up to play stealthily ranged. You can spec yourself out that way, but the levels and... like, even if I go after people... like, this character's not modeled bad. I don't know why specifically that woman... like, the only way I could put it is they butchered her. Like, they did such a disservice to how she actually looks. And I don't know why it's only her. Like, there are other face scan models in this game.
Just try not to piss her off, huh? Show me I'm right to trust you, okay?
You don't want to go out there unprepared. You should take some.
And yeah, like, just such a slow opening. It's kind of funny because after God of War, we were supposed to learn the lesson of, like, hey, you don't need to start your game off with a super long, boring tutorial section. You can reframe tutorials in a more fun spin. Like, if you look at the opening of God of War, the tutorial level is you going through that ship that's being attacked by the Hydra. It's such a crazy opening. That's not this game. Alright, here we go. I think we're getting some actual gameplay stuff. How long have we been going? Oh, I gotta move my window a bit because I can't see. Alright. I think some of these loading screens do have music, but for some reason right now they don't. But I remember some of them having it. It's so funny to me this game has PlayStation 4 Pro support. Like, putting this game at higher resolution would not help it. Especially because, again, some of the, like, different quality of tech... Here, yep, this is the one I remember. What is up with this rock?
Dana, this is Parrish. I'm sending you Brady.
You like...
he can help you hit the KPA transceiver.
This looks this looks PlayStation 3 generation. And and they put this fucking sledgehammer on it. Hey Clarice. We found one of these weird, like,
shit, Dana. We gotta patrol.
This shows you, this area specifically, the weird kind of dissonance between some of the art quality, where some of it looks like this. It looks pretty good, and then you go past this stone, and it's like, okay, is the model not finished loading in yet? Like, look, if you can't model a rebar with like more than 5 sides, just don't put the rebar on the model. Like, this model... Yeah. Freds, I don't think I can make a Freds account yet because it's not available in Europe. I can look at Freds, but I don't think I can do anything. I do have an Instagram, which I should plug, but it's literally just pictures of my cat Minnie. So There we go. But you see what I mean? Like, look at this rock quality texture. Looks fine. Why is that one rock, like, so weird looking? And there's a couple of areas like that in this game. It's so weird. Some of these as well. Like, some of these look okay, but some of these, like, painted... Some of these, like, painted grapple points look really pixelated as well.
We got company.
It's just so strange. Yeah, this is one that's like, yeah, this is not a texture that... Because you have to get this close to climb up it. But this texture is, like, clearly not meant to let you... I don't know. In some cases, you don't notice it. In other areas, it's just, like, really jarring how... Yeah, they look off. The lighting is so... I think the lighting is probably the thing that hurts it the most.
Brady, over here.
Oh, here she is.
Parrish wants you trained.
What's wrong with your face?
Learn from the best. Just try not to screw things up. New plan. We're ambushing this patrol. Brady, best if you go with G-Man.
I fucking...
Says, try not to die.
The actress does not... We showed pictures of her. She does not have a fucking 5-head like that. They gave her a receding hairline for some fucking reason.
You got anything?
Give me a second. Okay, yeah, Dana, there's barrel traps on Elm Tree Avenue.
I'm really sad I didn't get that rendering bug in the opening, though. Yeah, there's a lot of jerking, like, that kind of animation. And I don't know why she's the only one who, like, looks that weird as well. Alright, they want me to get up there. You know, I don't actually remember how to get up here. And I did this one. Oh yeah, here we go.
Ready on the barrels. Not yet. Wait. Now.
What the fuck was that? Oh shit. I was too slow. Also, the aiming is, like, not great either. Like, just a... Like, there is a bit of a, like, snap to target. There we go.
Heads up! Another patrol!
Jesse and White are down!
We're done here! Fall back! Fall back!
Everybody run! Go! Come on!
Oh yeah, got a hill.
We can't win this!
There's a lot of this in this game. If you're familiar with, like, Far Cry games, they do that. But they do tend to make it quicker. The only upgrade you can get is, like, there is, like, an auto loot thing you can do. There is also a map, though annoyingly you have to do this to find it. And again, it has the similar kind of... Oh, we're going to put these points around these maps you have to clear out. Oh, apparently I'm not allowed to do this yet. Okay. Don't put the marks on the fucking map then. Oh, I want to get to some, like, the really goofy looking stuff, though. Alright. Save that clip. That's going in. I'm going in my creep compilation. Like, see how quick it is to fucking break this game? Like, what? What's wrong with it? Like, why is the pop-in so bad? The fucking pop-in's not even as bad in fucking PlayStation 2 Shadow of the Colossus.
Some of us will find a way through. Brady, I've uploaded a transceiver location.
Hello, robot lady. Meatball.
Good luck.
Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formuloli. Off she goes. Also, like, again, as a Far Cry, like, clone, it's so basic as well, because all the areas are city blocks. There's, like, so little variety in the areas. You only get this one vehicle type. Like, I've not played the original Far Cry, but even Far Cry 2 has, like, multiple vehicle types. Like, Far Cry 2 is a far better... Man, aside from, like, the first Far Cry, which has some, like, pretty... like, weird, broken AI and some, like, really goofy storytelling. Like, even the weaker Far Cries are, like, better than this game by, like, a country mile.
Data, this is Parrish. What's the situation?
Oh, they didn't 100% notice me. They're just like, ah, it's just a regular bike. Oh, they saw me.
Okay, I'm counting on you.
Whoop, whoop. Sorry if this bit makes someone motion sickness. I could see it. Like, why is some of the texture work and lighting work, like, so good on some of these objects? And then we look at other ones. And it's just like, what happened?
That warehouse contains a KPA transceiver. Acquiring access to it may grant us intel about the nearby stronghold and other KPA operations in the zone.
I don't know. Like, yeah, this seems to be the actual... do you know what's happened? This, you see this blue tarp? This was the size the texture was meant for, but they couldn't make a bigger version, so they just doubled up the original texture and stretched it out, so it looks like pixelated as shit. Alright, do our Batman Arkham dual stick hacking again. I feel like that's supposed to look like a weird cross-eyed face, so I can't make fun of it too much because that seems intentional. Yay. But yeah, I did not even get close to uncovering most of these. In fact, there are areas. If I go to this map, there are areas I don't think I ever went to. Like, okay, so this isn't the whole map. You just teleport to a couple of districts around the map. But there are areas that show up there later that I don't think I ever went to. Like, this is an example. Like, using, like, flat textures here compared to some of the other stuff they render in 3D. I don't know what's going on. Alright. Alright, so, oh. No, we want some attachments. Okay.
This is Billy Alpha.
Yep.
All available teams, listen up. They got Walker. We're gonna get him back. Bet your ass we are. I want everybody's eyes and ears wide
oh yeah.
open.
Game gets real. Oh. I don't know why. It seems like when you like load into the weapon menu too far, it starts to deload the rest of the game. So yeah, like this is kind of a fun idea. But again, this is taken from the Crysis games. There we go. Oh yeah, there's a whole like phone tracking sensor thing. I don't think I ever actually messed with it. But that's basically how you have to get health kits, because you can't craft health kits, which is a really weird decision. But yeah, like the reason why Far Cry works is because they pick. Here, we'll do this strike point just to kind of show it.
We've identified a structural weakness around the large air vents. Put a bomb on that and you can blow open a route. Some people have suggested jumping a bike right over the walls, although I think you'd have to be crazy to try that.
Andy, this is Philly.
Oh yeah, this feels like the part where they're trying to imitate Far Cry with the like, oh, there's multiple approaches, but they make so little difference.
I hear you. As soon as we nail the supply truck, we'll head back.
Finally, we saw some plans that seem to suggest some of these places have tunnels leading in, but we've not been able to confirm that. Whatever we try, it's gonna be a tough fight, so make sure you're ready before you take one on, okay? Good luck, Brady.
So yeah, again, I have this on the easy difficulty. So if I'm like kind of just blasting through things, that's why. Oh no, stabbed in the eye. Yep. What is this fart gas thing? This machine that makes fart gas? Like, what's it for? There we go. So yeah, a lot of this game is doing this. Like, yeah, you do this in Far Cry, but they make this so much quicker. It takes so long here. Ow. Where did you come from? Good cover, mate. Oh. Yay! Blow up that big PP area. Outside of making places to like restock and buy upgrades, I don't really know what these do like to help you. Like, you can find side missions and things like that. The side missions are really pointless because they're just for making money, but you get so much money just like a beeline in the story. Yeah, there's the transponder on the bike there. You see it's like pointing in a direction. It's
Nothing here.
so pointless. Okay.
Aren't they responding?
KPA are reportedly establishing a new base of operations within the Elm Tree dry dock. Liberating this from the Norks will give us a great way to smuggle supplies into the zone. Set up a listening outpost in the wreckage of the Finstock warehouse. We cannot allow the Norks to listen in on our communications.
Oh yeah.
Or let them pin.
So this will be in my video. So Nork is clearly like their weird abbreviation, slightly, I don't know. It gives me some World War II vibes. Ah, screw it, we'll go do that. I want to do some of this optional stuff because I'm just curious of how much the game can bug out. God, their range of vision is so poor. Nice, got some glow sticks though. Oh yeah, this is a clear hostiles. You also do get like equipment upgrades to just make you stronger. Oh, this is one of the armor guys you can't stab. That's fun. Make a stealth game that you can't even stealth all the enemies. Good job. That's what I mean by like they put stealth stuff in it. Like there are a couple of weapons that are clearly meant for doing stealth.
Airship on the way in.
Oh, hello. Oh. There is also a cover mechanic, but I ended up just like never really using it. Did we clear the area out? Did that count? Yep. But there's so little variety in these. Like the most variety you get is some of them have like weird kind of not really platforming puzzles, but just figure out how to get into the building puzzles. And some of them are not even really puzzles. It's just, no, you've just made this like way too obscure to get into. But the main point of doing these is that it gives you the points to buy the weapons. There's a separate currency for weapons and for like the, you know, oh, you can.
Go ahead, Tone. We lost the vehicle transporting Walker.
I like we're looting stuff from the base to sell. There we go.
Okay.
So yeah, so now if I go in the weapons here,
Paris says you want some hot info ASAP. You got it.
you can see if you want to buy the like extra upgrades, also the equipment upgrades. Let's buy a shotgun. Why not? And then you see here if you want to get the two different types. There are some inventive bins to find. Oh, why? I don't know why the frame rate just like dies. Oh yeah, here's the pin boards. I think I did one of these. Yeah, take some pictures. Like, I don't fucking care. It's like, it's so much effort. Kill some seekers.
We've had word of a flashpoint. Sweeps detected a stash. We got guys caught inside.
We'll pick this one.
Anyone in the area, here's a chance to be a hero.
Oh yeah, there's these dynamic missions too. I really don't know what the benefit of doing these are, because you don't lose areas. It's not like that bit in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas where you can like lose territory, like the GAN territory war mechanic that...
They are using this pharmaceutical building as a weapons storage location. Head on over and see what
Oh, oh, oh. You see it? Oh, apparently we failed that flashpoint. Okay. Maybe I do have to take this area back. I don't know. Oh no, this is an area I haven't been to yet. But yeah, now you have to do fucking this. The AI is so weird. Why was that guy not shooting at me? Maybe it's a personal thing of like to try and make the game not as challenging. The AI won't shoot at you too much if you're not looking at them. But that guy was like so close to me. Also, I noticed this with the weapons swapping. Where weapons come from sometimes. I guess they're trying to say that like, oh, your sidearm is on your hip and the shotgun's on your back. But the submachine gun's so big, it just makes it look like, I don't know, just the animation's like so quick. Oh.
Looks like our intel was accurate.
It's just, this game feels so barely put together. It's the only way I can really put it. Unfortunately, we haven't seen anything like too egregious. Most of the really funny stuff I've got clips of.
What's up, Tone? Harv and his crew. What happened? They were the pickup team, right? Harv didn't make it. Mary?
Oh.
No. Motherfuckers. One of Harv's crew, new guy called Brady.
Oh yeah, you can recruit people, which means they'll kind of like follow you a bit, but they're not
I
that
remember Harv mentioned his name.
useful.
Remind me to buy him a drink when I'm back.
Alright, what's going on now? Hold on, has my objective changed or some shit? Oh yeah, for some reason this was being cracked instead. Oh, okay, well, I don't even have the assault rifle yet. Alright, we'll play for a little bit longer, and then we'll get to the main event here. Yeah, there's a bike in here. Yeah, for some reason, these where you could open every drawer originally, now you can only open like 3. It's so odd. I'll give him credit, you get infinite sprint. You don't have to like... You don't have to worry about like stamina. Oh no, you're not allowed to shoot corpses. That's like, yeah, that's bad, but also like for this game, I would have been like incredibly shocked if that actually worked. Alright, well, we're done here for now. Oh no, we're going this way now. Oh, I just want to get something like looking a bit more crap. Really inventive graffiti here as well. But yeah, something about this engine. It's a weird thing though, because I feel like the lighting in Far Cry 2 and 3 on the previous gen systems was better than this. I don't know, like this area especially looks really weird. Like what's going on? There's just like no color. It's like, oh, I'm putting a clip of this in. That's getting saved. Oh no, I think I've run out of... Oh, no, there we go. I was afraid there I'd run out of space. I don't have a lot of space on this hard drive because a lot of the games I have on here right now are all like 50 gigabytes minimum. Oh, there's food under the fucking cushion. Great. Ass food. Why is the climbing top there? I don't know.
What about over in Holstein?
Helen says there's no trace there.
Alright, I think this is a good...
Oh, you Brady? More called. Said you might show up.
Let's check out this guy's animation. Let's see how this guy is.
Patrol gone missing, and I could use your help. Just wait a second.
Okay, he's a little awkward. He's not as bad as some of the later ones, though. There's one cutscene in particular I have on video where the entire cutscene, everyone just looks broken.
Sorry, Brady. I'm Ned Sharp, by the way. I run the armory here.
I don't know if Brady is a guy from the first game or not. It's very weird how, like, you're the most competent person doing the most work, and you were even with the original leader, and no one really, like, trusts you or puts you in charge.
We gotta find out what's happened to them. I got people out looking, but there's a lot of ground to cover. I need you out there helping the search.
Alright. Oh, there we go. Hello? Hello? Okay, he wasn't letting me get too close.
Hey, new guy. If you're gonna look for Andy's patrol, you better be prepared for trouble. We've got some pipe bombs here.
Alright.
They work on vehicles.
Yeah, a lot of this stuttering stuff, like, this is very minor stuff, but even then, it's still just, like...
I'm not expecting to survive this war, but at least I'll die.
Such a weird thing. Alright, what weapons can we buy? Nope, still can't afford the assault rifle. So. Oh. It was very brief, but if you saw, the game was not ready for me. This shotgun as well, there's something like really up with this dog tag. It looks a little nicer here. I think there might be a lot of bugs of like not the proper textures loading in on weapons at times. Yeah. It's, do you know what? It's probably because I have the window smaller as well. But when I'm like looking at this on like a 1080p output, so it probably looks worse on the stream than it does for my preview output, because the preview output kind of lowers the res a bit. It's like they knew, they were like, oh yeah, this dog tag's going to be out of focus. Excuse me. Well, it worked. Kind of. I'm really curious what caused that bug that I saw the first time I played this. I'd really love to reproduce it, but it only ever happened to me in the opening area. Oh, look at all those targets. Yeah, I can't remember this area actually. Weird, I'm somehow in alert, but not everyone knows where okay, there we go. There you go. That looks fine. Oh, look at them, they're sneaky. Like, I'm not making this game look amazing because I'm not trying too hard. But it doesn't... It's like, it's not more rewarding to... Oh, great, there's like one more guy like on the lower floor, I think. Yeah. I think some of those later on do attack you. But like, why do they even give you the ammo like that? Like, you pick up 8 bullets twice? Like, just pick up 16 in one go. It's a friendly sniper there. There we go. Yeah, we're not going to look at this much longer because it's just... Like, again, the only thing that's really interesting is this whole weapon system, but... First off, there's a limit to how many weapons you can carry. You have to keep the pistol on you.
Capturing it was a huge win for
But
us. Good job.
The submachine gun is like the only good attachment for it. The base pistol isn't great. The best you can do is put a silencer on it. And the other pistol is like a steam-powered pistol. It seems like really useless.
You worried about me, Philly Alpha? Worried about the $10 you owe me? No, keep looking, but be smart about it.
Alright. And also because the kind of like conversion, like I'll show you here. Like this is, no, I can't show you on that. This is how long it takes to convert. So if you're like really interested.
Brady, we tracked Andy's message and you're closest. Marking the transmission source on your phone.
Because ideally it's like, oh, instead of having 3 weapons, you can have 9 weapons with you, but in reality it doesn't really work that way because there's so many few opportunities to swap. And yeah, Doom 2016 does it just like so much smarter because they didn't get too hung up on the animation. Like they just make the animation fast, and you can even upgrade the animation to make it faster. Oh, I should have got that like drone killing mission.
To operate the nearby train line. If you can gain access, we might be able to repurpose it for the resistance.
Okay, yeah, these early ones aren't too bad. Oh, is this the one I think it is? Oh no, okay. We'll probably see it eventually, but there's a couple of areas where oh. No, is that not what I'm supposed to do? Oh no, here we go. Oh, this is it, I think. Okay, follow the cable. So this is a reoccurring mechanic. This comes up so much. Every time I've ever done this, it's always been broken. I have multiple clips of it. But the idea is that, oh, you generate power here. They've got these like treadmills and you drive the bike on it. Yeah, I'm doing it. Okay, apparently we've just lost half the sound effects. And then you get off the bike and then that happens. It just doesn't seem to work properly. I don't know what's wrong with it. Like, they should have just cut this. It seems like you actually go higher than it shows. And now I don't know what's wrong with it. I've got clips of it breaking like a lot worse than that though, so look forward to that. Oh yeah, here we go. Excuse me? Getting a clip of that. Like, just the tire weld. I guess maybe that's the... Maybe that's the enemy's, like, new weapon, is just to cast seizure lights on the entire world. The main... And also, this game doesn't really have much penalty for death. The main penalty is that if you die, you can lose the valuables you're carrying on you.
Could be it was Walker. We'll look into it. Alright, I'll tell Parrish. Keep me posted.
I'll say doing all those like red capture points, because that just gets you the red markers for buying. Oh, I forgot the buttons for a sec. Oh yeah, there's a lot of that. Oh yeah, you can also instant kill vehicles by shooting that yellow bit. There we go. Oh yeah, there's a whole hearts and minds mechanic as well, which more than anything is just a progress story blocker. Though weirdly enough, there are areas that have that mechanic that you don't... Okay, so what the hearts and minds is that there'll be areas that are kind of like under enemy rule. And if you fill the hearts and minds gauge, you can basically kind of start a mini revolution in the area, which kind of change an area. Like in some areas, it'll be like a civilian area where, like, just having guns, you know, it'd be like you're in like that city area from the start. Also, man, yeah, like the enemy health is so inconsistent sometimes. Like, some of these guys go down in like 3 shots, and then that guy took half a clip. But yeah, I don't know how this game got so many patches and it still feels barely holding together. The one thing it hasn't done a lot is I don't think it ever crashed on me. I'm surprised.
We tried. We tried. They went.
Oh no, horrors of what?
Brady, it's Ned. Thanks for what you did. Christ, I hate losing people. Only silver lining is this lead on Walker. Andy's guys saw where the Norks were taking him, and our spotters
Okay. It's come up a couple of times, so I need to talk about it now. I started my point and then got distracted. So yeah, Norks is their kind of weird World War II era, like, pejorative name.
I'm marking the tunnel location on your map. I'll see you there.
For the enemy. But Nork is also okay, according to the thing I found online, it's an Australian slang, but I've heard people in the UK use it as well. It's a slang for like breasts.
He says you had no Earlston, so I gotta warn you the Norks.
So every time they keep talking about Norks, I just can't help but thinking about that they're talking about something else.
That can fill you in when you see him.
Oh yeah, look at that puzzle. Climbed. Oh yeah, this is like one of the collectibles. It's just to activate a radio. See, it puts up that hearts and minds thing. It's kind of like how you start. It's weird it's in this area even, because in a lot of the other areas, what it does is it makes it so areas where civilians don't fight back, it makes them start fighting back, basically. It takes it from like an occupied area to a war zone area. And a couple of areas are like story lots behind it. Okay, I think I'm gonna get to this area and then that'll be it. Because that's the thing, even when this game's functioning how it's supposed to, it's just really boring. Because it's set in Philadelphia. It's just this flat city area. There's like so little variety to it. I noticed this as well, like a lot of time when you get near NPCs, they just start like running around and like freaking out. Yeah, let's break a lock. Why is there a bike locked in here? I don't know. Oh, duct tape. Also, that's so weird, like the value system, because everything's just worth 1. But apparently a duct tape is worth the same as like an electronic piece. I don't know. Let's have a look at the map again. Let's see if it starts showing areas. There were definitely areas that appear on this map, though, that, like, I swear I never went to. Maybe they were DLC areas. But I don't think any of the... I think the DLC is pretty much for, like, the co-op mode.
The All-Star Diner has become a critical KPA stronghold. If we can liberate it, we'll be sending a strong message to the Norks.
Stop talking about Norks, you weirdos. I don't care anymore. Yep.
That's a
There we go. Oh, he's still alive. Okay. Why are you like so much stronger than these other... Like, that guy's already dead. You've been hit like 5 times. There we go. Some of these are like really awkward to... Nope. You know, I should probably get a clip of that. Add it to the video. Sometimes that doesn't really work either. And you have to unlock like the variants. You can get like oh, you know, we'll do it. You can get variants like remote cars. Like, this is why a lot of these bases have those little holes there to let the remote cars come in. That's for a hacking grenade type you get later. It's weird there are even points here because you have to get quite a bit through the story to get that stuff. Oh.
Airships on the way in. Better make yourself scarce.
No, this is... You can definitely get through these quite quick if you just clear out enough enemies to get to the wheel here. You just kind of auto-win the area. Oh, we don't even get to look up this time. Oh, dear. Yay, we got the diner back. Oh. Oh, come. There we go. Game took a sec. Oh. Why was I looking up?
Capturing that stronghold will have dealt a serious blow to the KPA.
Yeah. Really serious. Oh, more fart gas.
That apartment building has a KPA sniper nest covering the route towards the nearby stronghold. If you can take them out, we'll have a great vantage point for further expansion in the zone.
Billy Alpha, this is Shani. Possible Walker side. Gonna check it out.
Already there. We'll look into it.
Right here.
All the glory tone.
There's no Wyatt team and all the rest of that bullshit. You'll check it out.
Hey, I was really safe. That's some fun ragdoll stuff as well. That's kind of typical of the genre, though. Like, there's like, it's only about nowadays where I feel like ragdoll stuff has gotten a bit better. Though one of the early games that did it really well. Oh, but there are so many just like little bits of like animations breaking and people like speeding up out of nowhere. It's like those little bits, so there's like too much to clip there, honestly. Hell yeah, more food rations hidden in the couch. Oh, nice, I got someone's memories. Oh, really? There we go. The ship was still there. I was just able to get into the right. Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be like a time skip effect. And that's why the shadows were freaking out so much there. But yeah, if you look at that stuff on the left of that map screen, that's the like hearts and mines bit. It's weird that you can even turn it on here though, because I really don't get what the point is. It makes like way more sense when There we go, sell some valuables. Yeah, see, here's where you get, like...
What's the news, Tone? We managed to snatch a clav. Asked him about Walker.
These kind of upgrades.
So, we let him go. You let him... Never mind. Keep trying. Someone must know something.
Might as well buy the assault rifle now. Yep. And let's get something fun for the shotgun. There we go. And oh yeah, see, this is where you get your like proximity, remote explosives, that kind of thing. And for some like story progress stuff, you actually do need some of these, but only for like 1 or 2 stories. It's so weird. Alright, we'll buy the foregrip. There we go. Oh, it's because it saves. That's where like the weird kind of lag comes in. There we go. And then I think I can add that. There we go. Like, that is fun, but again, it's just taken from the Crysis games, so like, who cares? Oh, shoes. Oh. Well, which texture is it, game? Which texture do you want? Both. See, this again, I'm playing this again. Some of these glitches I never even saw the first time. Like, if this game wasn't open world, because I don't think the gameplay really suits it.
Situation. Orcs have got a duster launch site set up, and they're going to use it to gas the other RZs. I need you to take it out before it launches those damn dusters.
All right. Get rid of the feather dusters. Yeah, so that's what this upgrade does. It's fun, but you don't get a lot of ammo. Oh, doing my hacking. Beep, 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 beep. Liberty. Real Jebediah would love this game. It's too bad he's never played it.
Crisis averted. Nice going, Brady.
Airship inbound. Get going.
Can and get out of there before backup arrives.
I guess the hearts and minds are tied to the flashpoints. Maybe getting to the hearts and minds thing to 100% stops them. Oh man, I'm actually close to it. It's just weird because I'm so used to those being in the areas with where you have to liberate them first, but this is already an active war zone. Alright. Okay, so this let's see if the same thing happens here. This was one of my favorite. Yep. For some reason, this area is really bad for loading in NPCs in time. I have a way funnier clip, though. I have a clip where, like, it looks like the NPCs were like, oh, wait, shit, we're in the game. And I got to them early. There we go, we've got music now. I don't know why there wasn't music. It's granted, it's the same music from the previous area. It's a shame. Some of the music is good in this, and some of this is just generic, like, spooky, like, noise stuff. And yeah, as you can see, load time's also pretty rough. Some, like, yeah, some console games do have pretty rough loads, but this game in particular is really bad. Hang on. It's good to get hydrated, though.
Welcome to Earlston YZ.
Oh. Hello. Oh wow, that was a story radio. That was a Hearts and Mind progress. That happens a couple of times. Alright, let's see how the animation does here.
We managed to get a real foothold in Elmtree thanks to you, and that's let us force a route through into here, Earlston Yellow Zone.
Excuse me.
Just in time, too. My guys are being held at the police station, and God only knows what the Norks are doing to them. We gotta get them out before they give up any information. But here's the thing. This is Yellow Zone. That means heavy security. And what's worse?
Yeah, it's weird. Some of these animations are worse later in this guy. I don't know what's going on with this guy.
Just to move around, never mind mount a rescue.
This guy's had too much coffee.
First thing you do, you hide your gun.
Also, there's something wrong with his neck.
As cover, try to blend in. There'll be a KPA transceiver in the zone.
Are you okay there, sir?
Your first target, but before you go,
like what's wrong with him? I just want to look at this guy.
I think you'll find it very useful. Good luck, Brady. I'm counting on you.
Strong message and one the KPA can't ignore.
Who thought this out?
We gotta move very quickly.
He loves his gun though. Jeez, also look at his fucking finger.
Come on, Brady, we don't have long.
I'd like to take a moment to mention Dr. Sam.
I don't know if I can even curl my. No, I don't. He's a long fucking finger.
He's a man of peace. Fighting to save.
We need to move fast before they transfer those prisoners.
Nope. I'm sorry, mate. I was too busy looking at our friend here.
Hey, Brady. If you're heading out, we got some.
Oh yeah, we've got the firecrackers as well.
KPA forces will recognize them for making a distraction.
Oh, that's one of the few cutscenes you can skip. Is them telling you how the So yeah, this is a civilian area. We'll look at this quickly just to explain it.
Hey, friend.
You'll be fine.
But yeah, so the whole gimmick here is that this area is like being run right now. So the civilians are kind of being complicit and not doing anything. Check this out though. Aha. Apparently that helps. I don't know exactly what it does, but it helps your cause. Oh no, I've been spotted. You can. Oh yeah. That was me interrupting the cops from doing something bad, so now they that helps get people on your side.
There's rumors amongst the people of Earlston of a rooftop garden somewhere near your position. If you can find a way to reach it, we can send some people to help expand it and keep it safe.
Oh yeah, let's look at one of these quick. This feels like supposed to be like the towers in Far Cry, but I find the towers even I think they got a bit tired, but I found those like still more interesting to figure out how to climb up. It's just that, again, these are all like it's just all the areas are urban like this. There we go, like that's all you need. Yeah, what? I didn't notice this before. I don't know why there's so much weird flashing going on in those little transitions. I think some of these you want to do because they show you how to find collectibles.
Now the Resistance knows about the garden, they can keep it safe from KPA interference and make sure the produce goes to those who need it most. Nice work, Brady.
Oh, well, thank you. Also, yeah, you do have to worry about fall damage, but whatever. Bop. Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing any more games set in the Homefront universe. Oh yeah, there's stuff you can hide in. Yeah. Welcome back to stream, your boy. I'm curious what you think. Do you think it's cool and refreshing? Or do you think I'm a fucking idiot who has like layers of cloth and mask strapped to himself in the middle of summer and he's melting in real time? Oh. Hello. I find it really interesting. This is supposed to be like, oh yeah, the North Koreans have taken over because the US defaulted on their debt and they're controlling everything. And they don't do a very good job of like getting rid of graffiti. Feels like they just leave it. It's like, nah. I don't mind. Oh. Nah, that's a little bit more seizure light in there. Man, I'm gonna have to put a fucking seizure warning on that video when I finish it. I'll tweet out when the full video's done and it's up on my my non-VOD channel. YouTube channel. I have an old one that happens to have my branding on it. Oh yeah, no, it's rough today. I was talking about it earlier. It's not actually like sunny or even that hot, but the air's hot. It's just like the air's dead. It's the only way I can describe it. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna this time of the year you're gonna see a lot of streams of me in tank tops. You get to see the gun show. Where's the guns exactly? I don't know. You're not allowed guns in the UK. Yep. Yep.
Brady, it's Ned. Nice job.
That's the whole Hearts and Minds thing.
Now we know what we're up against. You can see the police station where they're holding my guys, but there's no way we can mount a
oh, I got the assault rifle and I never fucking used it.
Have total control. We need to change that.
Alright,
We have to get the people on our side. Appeal to their hearts and minds.
Sticky mine launcher can lock onto enemy vehicles and drones. You know what? I never used that.
I gotta get back to the armory before some damn fool blows it sky
So why not?
But I'll stay in touch. Good luck, Brady.
What kind of attachments would be cool?
Brady, Ned here. It's working.
Brady.
People are starting to get behind us. Keep doing what you're doing, Brady. We need chaos. Then we can rescue my guys in the confusion.
Okay, so yeah, this is the proper like Hearts and Minds part now. Where the game is like, yeah, just do shit. Oh, I don't know what's going on with those mirrors there. We're gonna end up here now though, because I was hoping for more like weird story cutscene stuff, and unfortunately we didn't really get that.
I wish the KPA would stop staring me down.
And I don't know what that does. It doesn't shut down the security cameras. I don't think you can shut down security cameras. Weirdly. Oh no, I've been spotted. Yeah, I should show off this mechanic. Hang on.
Brady, it's Burnett. I've heard one of you, stirring up trouble. You ever stop to think about the consequences? People are gonna get killed brutally. The KPA won't stop to discriminate. They'll do whatever whatever it takes to crush this order. You have no right to risk innocent lives. I don't care how important your cause.
Oh, we don't have the free weapon lockouts yet. Oh yeah, there's a weird guy in your group that is just constantly like, nah, don't fight. If you fight, bad stuff happens. Kind of both sides thing. He's like so obviously meant to be unreasonable though. Excuse me, reloaded. Oh yeah, in these areas if you kind of just... Invisible explosive. Oh, I'm out. Okay. Let me heal. Nope, never mind. that was the death animation. What did you think? Must have... Again, I don't want to be too harsh on the devs. I don't hear that I don't hear that Dead Island 2 is as busted as this game. It really seems like this game was just... The development was rough. They stopped paying people at some point. A bunch of people must have like left at some point as well. And then they just had to fucking finish what they had. Alright. Well, we're gonna get out of this save file for now. I think that's enough of that. Because, yeah. It's just, yeah, you do that for the rest of the game. There's like, yeah, you either unlock those kind of outposts or you do that Hearts and Minds mode, and that's the entire game. That, like, even Far Cry has a couple of like set-piece story modes. This game rarely has any, and even when they do, it's usually just like, yeah, shoot people. Oh, here you can run through the map and the tanks with you for like 5 minutes, and that's it. All right. Okay, so just for profile swapping stuff, I need to go full screen here. Give me this. They'll be quick. I just need to swap to my main account so we can actually look at the main attraction here. So you have to play for quite a long time to get to what we're going to look at here. I think you have to play for probably like 8+ hours. I ended up playing too much. I actually finished the game by accident because I didn't realize I was in the right area. I'll show it like in world and then we'll do it from the menu just to kind of show what it actually looks like. But this was the main reason I brought this. Now, obviously, you can get this elsewhere and it's digital, but I wanted to have just a physical copy, just so... Yeah, I beat the game because it was kind of hard to find details on where the unlockable is. And also, the point of no return, they do mention there's a point of no return, but it's worded in a weird way. It's not mentioned like, this is endgame, it just mentions, oh, if you do this, you won't be able to do stuff for a while. But as far as I know, when you beat the game, you can't, like... There's no New Game Plus or End Game Plus. So it is just like, that's the final mission. Alright, so... If I go to story load... So yeah, this here is the final mission here. So I think if I load this up... Yeah, see it says like reach the primary Duster control panel. That's the final mission. If you want to like 100% the game, you have to go back to this save file. For some reason. Maybe if you do the other mode, maybe that carries your progress through, so you don't need to do it in the single player mode and you can co-op everything. But I've just not looked, and I don't care to look. And I don't have any of the DLC for it anyway. Spoilers, Dana, the lady with the weird face, she kills herself. By blowing up a tank. For a very, like, nonsensical reason. She's like, oh, I've not done anything good with my life, even though I've been in the resistance. I'm going to do something real. And it's like, okay, you could have just thrown the grenade. It's very, yeah. The ending is... It's also one of those endings where it's like, it's not really an ending. It's just like a, oh, you made one step forward.
As soon as you give me the word.
Also, the reason why she's like all psycho and like likes torture. Oh!
Wait to stick it to those Norks.
Brady, right? Thanks for busting me out. Small told me what you're planning, and I'm in. Been a long time since I got to have
This guy! I just loaded up a save file. It's already fucking broken. Saving that clip. Booyah. Again, I'm saving it because I'm putting all these clips together in a save file.
This is it, Brady. I hope you're ready.
Hello. What's wrong with your face? Oh, let me get in there, girl. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Oh. Okay, they don't let you. But if you're... Yeah. I've noticed that, by the way. I think it's supposed to be their low poly models, but people have, like, 2 heads in this game. They do their best to kind of stop you from clipping into NPCs. It's because she's supposed to have these, like, neck tattoos. But they've come out weird. They've given her this fucking 5 head. Which, again... Here's what the actress looks like. Her forehead is not that big. Look. Like, what did they do to her? If I was her agent, I'd be pissed. Look, there it is. There's a like extra head. I have a clip though where an NPC ran into me, and if NPCs like run into you, they're able to kind of like break the
This is it, Brady. I hope you're ready.
Also, yeah, I have like most of the equipment here in the save file. I mean, I just hope she got paid. I hope she got paid an okay amount. So yeah, so this is the like point of no return part. And here's where you can look at the map. And I could talk about... I don't remember what that area is. Okay, I think... Okay, Green Tree is where you kind of start, I believe. And you do go back there. Why is this map so flaggy? It's usually not this laggy. It's weird, though. You do go... I think you do go to the Navy Yard. Maybe you can't go back there? Oh. I guess apparently opening the map up on that... in this area is bad for the game. There we go. Alright, so... The thing is, like, this is literally one of the final areas in the game to get to. This area. So that's why it takes so long to unlock this. But you come into this area. It's also because, like, a lot of the guides saying, like, where to unlock it. They say, like, oh, it's in the restricted zone. It's like, what? Okay. Which one? And, like, when you look at the map here, it doesn't say what the name of this location is here. Look. I don't know why the frame rates died on the map in this area. So you come up to the top floor here. And it's also, like, really easy to miss. They put it in such an odd area. Oh, Cantuna, scrap metal. Why did people just leave all this food in here? Nice. That was just there just so someone hurt themselves if they sat on the nails. Here we go. So you come over here. And there's this arcade machine. Right? And you can kind of see like a faint logo on it. But if you look down here, it says time to split. Yeah, you put credit in. And this is where it is. So here we go. This is Timesplitters 2. We got something actually good. How about that? The actress retired. Man. Just feel bad for her now. In like 2014, that doesn't make sense. This game came out in 2016. Did she like film her stuff that early?
Unraveling the fabric of our history. Our last chances to strike back.
Weird. How does that work? Like, I don't think that this game was in development that long. I know it had problems, but I don't think it was in development for like 6 years or anything like that. If it'd been in development that long, it would have been meant for PlayStation 3. And clearly, like, the visual quality, though in some areas it looks rough, it's clearly not meant for that. But, so yeah. So it turns out that this was an unlockable thing. And this was, like, pretty much the only reason to own this game. It's like, oh, hey, you can play some Timesplitters 2 in it. And it looks amazing. Like, this is the best looking version. You can find comparison screenshots of even the Xbox version. And they actually... I don't know if they had the source textures or if they did something else. But you can see that the texture quality in some places is actually nicer as well. Though there are some issues with this, and we'll kind of talk about it. The first one is that there are no options with, like, there are some options, but most of the options that were within the original game are tied to Homefront's options. So if you want to change, like, sensitivity and button configs and stuff like that, for some reason it's all linked to, like, the main menu. So you have to, like, quit all the way out. Oh yeah, fake Vin Diesel guy. Cortez here, though, really comes into his own in the sequel, though. Future Perfect is where he really becomes a character. So yeah, so you just get these two here. So we'll load into one. I read on one website that apparently this was based on a cancelled remaster, but there was no source claiming, like clarifying it, and I've not seen that mentioned anywhere else. So I don't know how accurate that is. But man, so these are all like, I believe these are hand animated cutscenes, and they look so much better than the ones in the actual Homefront game. Also, okay, no, that's my preview. I was noticing frame drops, but I remember that my preview window does not stay at consistent 60 FPS. And I didn't want to bother setting up my, like, dual splitter stuff for this game. We'll watch this cutscene, and then we'll kind of dip around, look at stuff, and then I'll talk about the actual version you want to get for this. Yeah! This cutscene's so good. Oh. God. I miss Timesplitters so much. Huh, I wonder what this is based on. First level's a dam, huh?
It's all down to me now.
Oh. Oh. Got some itches. Alright. So yeah, so this is only going to be showing 1080p here, but apparently this remaster goes all the way up to like 4K resolution. You know, I don't think I've ever watched this intro thing. I think I always skip it. But obviously this is very GoldenEye, this intro camera thing. Which I think might only be in this level. But yeah, here we go. Alright, so, you know what, Clarice? You might as well change the category. Can you, if you're still there, do you want to change the category to, Oh, yeah, see, here's the options. So you can change some controls here, but it's weird. Also, if you so you can access this part of the game from the main menu as well. But if you do, the main options menu is, like, missing. So, yeah, so, for example, like, look ahead is turned on, and you can't turn it off. So some things are different here. The original Timesplitters did not have a cursor in the default. It only came on if you were aiming with the aim button. But here they've added like an always on cursor. Got a little radar thing here. But yeah, like, this is an amazing looking version of this game. So that actress just, like, stopped working after this game. Very weird. Maybe she's just, like, really obscure. I wonder if, because Dambusters is based in the UK, I wonder if she's a British actress. Oh. I got spotted. Yeah. I think they might, most of them might be. Because, yeah. So, yeah, this is this bit. And, yeah, you could do the whole level. It's just, it's a bit weird. You can't really change options here. You can also, though... I've got to show this. Hang on. Let me jump down in here. Oh, I haven't picked it up yet. Okay. Let me get to a thing quick. Weirdly enough, when you pick it up, it actually unlocks all of them. But, let me just head this way quick. Timesplitters music, so good. Oh no, I got steamed on. But, Hey. Hey. Yep. I'm not gonna do the whole level here. Because, oh. There is a little amount of also aim, but it's very subtle. But I kind of miss this. You know. You get it nowadays, but for a very long time, it was like, yeah, you could not make a fucking first-person shooter without iron sights mechanics, and you really don't need them. They don't work for everything. Oh, yeah. Okay. Clara said she was Anne Frank in 2001. I guess that was her most popular role. I saw a YouTube comment that mentioned that, and people saying, like, oh, it's funny, she's playing... Not really, but just, like, they were kind of, you know, just talking about parallels between the two roles. But yeah, again, I don't think she does a bad job or anything. Though I don't know if she was necessarily like the right casting choice. Because like you look at her actual pictures and she doesn't look like this like weird hardened chick that would be covered in tattoos. And I'm really confused what age the character's supposed to be. Because it might not be intentional, But the way her model looks so off and animated and stuff like her hair and the way her makeup looks, it looks like they've aged the actress up. Her IRL's a little older than... Yeah, no, she looks way older than that. Alright. Oh, no. Oh, oh, oh. Watch out. Again, very golden eye, especially having to shoot them in the if you shoot the cameras in the lens, it breaks quicker. Oh. Okay. Oh shit, time crystal. Alright. No, you don't. For some reason, he's like the only one who goes for the alarm. Alright. So yeah, if you didn't know, there's a game cart hidden here. You go into your inventory. You put it in. Now, it's only supposed to be the one, but for some reason in this build, they just have all of them unlocked. This might be like the most famous song from the Timesplitters games, honestly. The Anaconda theme, it's so good. It really bothered me because the theme is technically in the third game, but this is missing. I'm surprised they've never done a standalone release of Anaconda. So obviously it's Snake, but the difference is that you're not on a grid. You basically have tank controls. So it's amazing, obviously. But yeah, so it's just Snake with like 360 degrees of movement. Oh yeah. Good ringtone music for sure. It's not anymore. For a very long time, my ringtone on my phone was the 8-bit remix of the like Shut Up and Barkley Gaiden. Yeah, Shut Up and Jam Charles Barkley Gaiden theme. That one. It was the Victory song, because the Victory song is like an 8-bit remix of the track to sound like... Granted, the original's 8-bit, but like the Victory music is like a de-res version of it. And that was my ringtone for like years until I upgraded my phone, and for some reason it didn't carry over my ringtone, and I just never fixed it. Because I had to like plug it into a Mac and re-get the file and convert it into like a ringtone format in like iTunes. So yeah, the color, the blue color and the light blue color ones. Yeah, when you add ringtones on iPhones, maybe it's not like this anymore, but you couldn't just pick any song on your phone. It had to be in a specific like format that was designated for tones. Okay, they must have changed that then, so maybe I should look into that. Like, this is how long I had it as a ringtone. That at some point... Oh, you're on Android. Yeah, I'm talking about iOS. Oh man, look at my high score. This is not like the most optimum play though. the really optimum way to play is to just, like, follow the borders. I can't remember if you're allowed to border wrap in this game, though. Let me look. No. Okay, because some Snake games let you border wrap. Oh, man, Cortez is really good at this game. Alright. So, I need to show the main thing here. So, for a while, it was just, oh, that's cute. Here's 2 levels from Timesplitters 2. That's a cool, fun feature. Turns out, there's more. One of the developers came out years after the game and said, hey, did you know the actual entire game is in the files, and there are cheat codes that unlock all the files, but I don't remember them, and someone found them, I think by reverse engineering the game. Now, the reason these cheat codes are here actually apparently weren't put in intentionally. These are leftover cheat codes from like a dev build or the original, and they just happen to work. So if I do this, so if I go up, up, down, L2 plus right, R2 plus left, R2 plus circle. You have to like not do it on the load screen though. L2 plus triangle. L2 plus triangle, R2 plus square, and L2 plus X. And we'll go in. And look, here's all the story missions. Now, there are issues with this. So, for example, if you try and load up Neo Tokyo here, it just crashes. And there are, like, weird menu stuff and broken textures and some other things because though the rest of the game is playable, it was never meant to be playable in this version. So you can play a lot. There's some other stuff we can look. Oh, Clarice, don't... You're getting ahead of me. Spoiler alert. No, no, no. Don't talk about that yet. You'll get timed out, missus. Alright. But we can also... Okay, so... Left... Down, left, circle. And then... Left, left, down, triangle, square, X. There we go. It's weird, these codes work even through loading screens. You just have to not press inputs while it's loading. Oh, hold on, that didn't work apparently. Let me try that again. Left, down, left. Oh. Okay, let me go to the main menu and do it. I just want to show all the cheat codes. There's a couple of cheat codes that people actually don't even 100% know what they do. I don't think they ever figured them out. I think they, like, were, again, cheat codes are meant for the original game. But if you go into these extra menus, you can just access Timesplitters 2 from here. I think if I...
Out of the darkness they came.
So yeah, that... It doesn't... It, also, this version won't save, like, any progress. Okay, let me try from here. Okay, so left... Hold on. Left, down, left, circle. Left, left, down. Triangle. There we go. Alright, so I think that should have unlocked arcade mode. Yep, there we go. So here's where stuff gets weird. So these menus are just weird. They don't look right. Yeah, so again, this mode was never meant to be accessed. You can go into these and play them, but as you can see, the menus are real messed up. Let me go into here. And then we are going to do that. Left. That. Down. Right. Up. There we go. And that should have also unlocked challenge mode. There we go. So yeah, you can see, and then the icons there are messed up. But yeah, there are a couple more. There's like at least like 3 other cheat codes. But this is a challenge mode where it's just, yeah, break all the glass as quick as you can. Got a remix of this theme actually. I didn't know this song had a remix. Oh no, I'm missing one. Oh dear. Where would I be missing one? Oh no. Yep. Okay. So you can access a lot, but as you can see, you don't have profiles. You can't save any progress. You can set up like bot matches. You can see you've got all the bot match modes in here. But once you get to like, here's all the levels. Once you get to here, it's that's not quite right here. Alright. And none of this saves progress because it was never meant to. Again, you're only meant to access 2 story levels, but because it was easier just to port the whole game, they just ported the whole game and then just locked out the other stuff. It's kind of like there's a couple of games that are backwards compatible on the Xbox 360 that was completely unintentional. Like a couple of Barbie games work, and the Microsoft came out and said, we didn't try and port them. It's just we worked on another game and added compatibility, and for some reason that just allowed the Barbie games to work as well. So there you go. So yeah, but as soon as you like turn the game off, all those codes disappear. There are no like progress or stat screens or anything like that. But that's enough of a really bad game. Okay, I'm just going to close my preview window thing, so I don't really need it up anymore. So, actually, I'm going to leave that over here for a bit. So I'm going to set something up here. And let me turn my PlayStation 4 off. Don't need you anymore. Goodbye! So, first I'm going to show off something, and then we'll load it up. So the optimal way, if you want to try this this remaster, don't do what I did, where I brought a console version off eBay for like £1 or something and play through. For years, this is the only way you could do this. You had to like unlock it. On PC, at the very least, you could like just download a save file. But again, I did it mainly just kind of to say I could, but I got a ton of like hilarious footage out of it. Here we go. So what you want to do, let me delete that. Hang on. I don't have this set up because I don't actually know if you can window the thing here. But let me do window capture here. There we go. So, on PC, there is Timesplitters 2 Redux. And Timesplitters 2 Redux is a fan-made project. I'll just read it here in case it's a bit small. Also, I just realized I've got to move this back a few layers. I'm going to figure out if there's a way to add a new scene and make sure it without having to manually move which layer you want it on. Anyway, But it is an enhanced... It fixes and enhances the Timesplitters 2 port in the PC version of Homefront. This port is rendered natively on PC and console in full HD up to 4K with widescreen, mouse, keyboard, and game support. It uses high-quality assets and audio. And then it talks about the progress. Features: full game unlocked permanently, all story missions, all arcade unlocked, custom end league modes, challenge mode unlocked, all minigames unlocked by default. So that's the Anaconda Retro Racer, so you don't have to go into the story mission and get the cartridge. Game-breaking bug fixes. Neo Tokyo cutscene crash fixes. Neo Tokyo can now be played. Return to Planet X can now be played. Rain on camera glitch fixed. UI and menu fixes. So stretched images. Option menu restored. You can look at player profiles. Various tweaks and menus to get them closer to look into the console versions. Many in-game textures have been recreated in high resolutions as well. A custom launcher loads straight into Timesplitters 2, skipping Homefront's intro menu. I have that on. Homefront Ripper, here's the really important one. Deletes all Homefront files that are not needed in order to play Timesplitters 2. Reduces the game size from 46 gigabytes to 2.5 gigabytes. So that's what I have installed. Just straight up. Hang on. I have a mouse pad now, but it's a bit uneven. Also, yeah, allows you to save and load profiles. Normally the game doesn't keep a track of your achievements in arcade and challenge mode. This fixes that. 2 hidden levels unlocked. Dam and Western are playable in arcade custom. These are special multiplayer versions of the maps from the story mode. And all deathmatch related modes. Chemical plant from Timesplitters 1 added. This is an interesting one. The developers inadvertently included a half-working version of a Timesplitters 1 map. It is now fixed and playable in arcade. This was never available on the console ports. They've added a bunch of cheats. Loads of stuff there. Also mod packs that like built in, like change the story. This shows you the application stuff. So here's the thing to compare. This is the Xbox version. And this is their version. And if I open... If you look at like this wall texture here specifically, some of the stuff on the gun, stuff like that. And then you look at this one. You can see, especially on the wall here, just like how much nicer it looks. The original console version never could run at widescreen. Just straight up. This shows the like update textures here, these boxes, the menu icons, here's the new map, and this is the crazy thing. It's not being worked on, but they do want to add online multiplayer and LAN stuff. And there's some stuff still to fix. So like some lighting glitches, the rain on camera effect, some crashes that can still happen, game windows cropped and stuff like that. So let me show you it. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work. We'll see. Because I don't know if there's a way to make this run windowed. But, oh yeah, I forgot. I've got to plug my Xbox controller in. Luckily, because I got my 2 monitors, but it's funny, on Steam it's going to show up that I'm playing Homefront. I'm not. Okay, let me just get set up here. Okay, let me do that. Oh no, did I close it? That's weird. Okay. Okay, do you know what I'm going to do for window capture? No, that's not what I want to do. Nope, stop that. Oh no, now my chat's been resized to a weird size. Okay, sorry about this. I haven't really figured out, like, the best way of capturing this. Can I capture... Oh, let me just put chat there. Okay. Window. Is there a way... Hang on. I think there is, actually. Hang on. There's a way to capture desktop, isn't there? Yeah, display capture. There we go. So if I capture... Here we go. Oh no, you get to see my desktop apps. I don't care. Whatever. We're not gonna spend too long on this. Look, chat, you're live. You're real. You're real. Don't worry, there's nothing on my... Oh no, he plays Phantasy Star Online and Death Stranding. Don't tell nobody. Don't worry, my OBS window is, like, on the other side. So... Let me just stick there. And let me put desktop audio on. Let me turn it down, because I don't know how loud this is going to be. But yeah, I don't know if there is a way to, like... I guess you would have to keep the Homefront files installed and run that windowed. Here we go. This is Timesplitters 2 Redux. So we've got, like, full menu options. So there is a controls option, but you can't go into it, unfortunately. But you can look at all these options. No, all the characters are just unlocked, which is cool. You don't have to, like, manually unlock them. But yeah, weirdly we can't mess with the controls. You can turn subtitles on though. Haha. And yeah, they just have all the cheats on by default. Hang on. Oh, you can't hear desktop audio for some reason. You can't hear the game. Why can't you hear it? Yeah, for some reason. Okay. Hang on, properties. It should just go to desktop audio. Okay, now you can hear it. Does that need to go up or down? Because I can turn it up. Apparently doing, like, shift plus tab. Okay. I think, like, crashed it. So I had to, like, load task manager. Whoop. Hello, task manager. And then... Give it a sec. Hey. Okay. So we've got actual saving and loading. So there is a network option in here. But it doesn't do anything. And if you look, it's actually just not even fixed yet. So, yeah, there's the intro cutscene again. The only thing they haven't done yet is they haven't, like, improved the font, which would be nice. Let's load up Neo Tokyo, though, because that was the one listed that as not working. There we go. So there goes Hacker's Gun. Okay, at some point I'm going to do, like, a full Timesplitters playthrough on stream. I don't know if I'm going to play this version or if I'm going to play the Xbox version. It depends if there's any, like, control stuff or any, like, glitches or missing effects. Hey, guess what year this came out? Early 2000s? Couldn't be. Yeah, take that. There is actually a full version of this song because it's in Timesplitters 3. It's a shame you don't really get much hand animated stuff outside of like I think Nintendo or like really stylized 3D stuff. So there's still some limits. If I hit the start button, it doesn't, there's still no options menu. So for example, I can't turn off auto look ahead. So this intro here, we have to follow this this lady. Use our little temporal uplink here. This level in particular, I think, is supposed to be very perfect dark. Oh no, she's already seen us. The annoying thing is that I don't know if you can lose her. I think once she sees you, you're like screwed. Yeah. I think in the proper game you can like quick restart levels. Let me just go in again. So, because there's still some stuff that's kind of weird with this port, because, you know, they've fixed stuff up and there's not a proper options menu. Okay, you want me to turn it down slightly? Okay, hang on. Because I don't have a great method of doing this yet. I have to, like... I'll try it again before the end of stream, but when I used the first off, the Windows key just doesn't do anything. And if I use like Shift Tab for Steam, because I'm using the Steam version here, it just crashed for some reason. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, you know what? It's great that level's working. I'm going to do a different level. I never really liked that part of the level. What's a fun one? Let's see. Let's do the Wild West. So yeah, we're just having like a brief look because of the weather and stuff. I think it's because the Blade Runner vehicles, the spinners there, saw me. So the story in this is a little vague, but the whole idea. This is the like original aiming bin. Oh yeah, this stage is a fucking amazing theme. Oh. Howdy. Jesus, I'm playing just loads of games here that fucking Jebediah would be like super into. I'm gonna have to show him this. Maybe see if he'll want to do deathmatch with me or something. But in canon, what's going on is Cortez is like warping back in time, and he's like becoming these people basically. It's kind of like Quantum Leap. And he's kind of coming into important parts of history. And trying to make sure that things play out the way they're supposed to. Because for some nebulous reason... Out. Oh, the song's so good. Shit, where's that shot coming from? I thought there was like a dual version of the... Where the oh. There we go. Yeah. Man, that's the most GoldenEye part of this game. Okay, I think this is actually what I'm supposed to do here. Hang on. There's a lot of, like, very GoldenEye stuff where you have to be looking in here to see what you're supposed to do. Hang on, how do I activate this? Huh. I guess I'm missing something for that. But you're supposed to blow that up somehow. Also, all these levels you can do co-op as well. And there's some, like, weird gimmicks with some of the levels in co-op. This one is one, for example. If you play this level in co-op, your co-op partner actually starts in the gel like this. Which is a bit weird. Oh, there we go. So yeah, the story missions in this are like very GoldenEye. Like they're more GoldenEye than they are Perfect Dark, honestly. Oh yeah, check this out. Oh. Hey, thank you for the follow, fake 13 Pro. Oh, hang on. How do you do this? I thought you had to, like, shoot it. Is that not how you use it? I guess there's something else you need? Oh, you know what? There we go.
Thanks, Elijah. You saved my hide.
Oh man, just like that dumbass stream I did. I think next time Jeb does a stream, I'm going to tell him to use this song instead of my background music. It doesn't suit him very well. Oh no. Gotta find some body armor. Oh yeah, I love this bit. I remember finding out that the barrels did stuff like this in this game. And I could not believe like how good the technology was. Also, that character model. God damn. Real cowgirl there, if you know what I'm saying. Oh god, I gotta be careful. I think you only get I think you only get health packs on easy mode. Alright, what's another fun one? Go to the robot factory quick. Like I said, this is just a brief look. As cool as it is seeing this game in widescreen and some like better textures and stuff like this, I think for when I do the full playthrough, I might stick with the Xbox version, just so I can have some like better control options. If they mod this to have like a better options menu, so I can turn off like auto look ahead. I have to keep it. Oh yeah, this guy. Is this Gasso's kid from Buster Groove? I don't know. It's funny enough, it's like Future Perfect actually like considers a lot of this game's lore and incorporates it really well. They keep these robot wars in their history. It's actually, you go to like the robot wars, you go to like an earlier part. What? I love the way he says that. What? So, gimmick of this gun is it's kind of like Halo really, where it doesn't have reloads. But it's such a cool idea of like having all these different time periods, which allows them to have very different arsenals. Yeah, but that's mentioned in the patch notes that some of the lighting is kind of busted. So again, another reason why if I was to do a full playthrough, I would probably stick with the Xbox version. Because I can play the Xbox version on Xbox One, so while we won't get there we go. While we won't get oh, there we go, there's some armor. We wouldn't get widescreen. Oh, that was a trip mine. Whoops. You know, you'd get all the stuff working as intended. But personally for me, like, Future Perfect is the one I like the most. The story's like a more linear. Oh yeah, here's the pistol. The pistol's fun because the bullets fucking ricochet around. Yeah, that's an example of like some of the lighting is still a bit weird. But it's still impressive to even have. Okay, that door's still locked. Oh. That's what I was supposed to do. Okay. Hold on, where are you supposed to go this first level? Oh! Something I find really funny in retrospective is I remember the official PlayStation 2 magazine covered this game at one point, and I think they were covering this, and they had a developer interview, and I believe they were asked like, hey, how comes the game doesn't have any, you can't see your arms? Because at this point it was a lot more commonplace for you to be able to see your arms in game. And they were like, hey, we have like dozens, you know, we have over 100 characters playable. I can't remember if there's an easier way to swap weapons. Yeah, let me just... Yeah, the whole room lighting up like that, that's not... It looks awesome, that's not how that's supposed to... That's not how that's supposed to look. Oh, oh. Oh shit. There we go. That's my fault for like getting blown up so early on there. Find it weird there's no like retry button here as well. That's another thing that's missing for some reason. So again, that's why playing the other one would be easier. What would be another fun one? Apparently Return to Planet X didn't work originally. So we'll check this one out first. And last, probably, I mean, sorry. And then I think I'm going to end things. I've been going longer than I thought.
You have veered off target. What's your status? Over.
Base, the squadron's engaged with the enemy, but I've taken a direct hit.
What's your damage, sir?
The engine's shaky, but I'll be okay if it doesn't overheat.
Hang on. Hey,
Mayday, mayday, losing altitude.
Clarice, is that who I think it is?
Dead bird in the air. We're sending someone to pick you up. Over and out.
If that's who I think it is, this is like a shockingly little amount of voice work he's doing here. I don't know, that's... Like, did you recognize who it sounds like, Clarice?
Gotcha.
Here's the thing though, I think that's all of his dialogue. Oh yeah, the light in here is real screwed up. I think that... Okay, I've got to look that up in a bit. Man, the Timesplitters music was so good. I really hope that, like, attempt at a new game that Dr. Doak is trying to sort out, I hope that really does happen. But yeah, so in this game, they were like, oh, there's too many characters, we can never, like, do a full game with arms. And then fucking Future Perfect has visible arms and reloading animations for all the characters. Very Tekken 3 sounding this on as well. There we go, got some armor. Okay, nothing doing that yet. Also, you can't jump in this game. Funny enough, I think you can in the sequel. But I could be wrong about that. Oh. Oh no, that one's out of ammo. There we go. But one of the cool things about this game, I don't think any of the it's pretty much only this game really does it. I don't know if any games after this really mess with this. I know Timesplitters Future Perfect doesn't. But there are different objectives depending on the difficulty mode you play. Oh, these guys are not easy to hit. Oh, my armor came off. But yeah, if you do like the easy mode versions of these missions, you're done in like seconds. Like, it's ridiculous how quick you get through them. Oh. Yeah, the lighting stuff is definitely... the really busted bit here. Wow, wow. I kind of like it though. It feels like I've just got disco mode cheat on. Ow. Right, now we're on the ship. Where do you go from here? trying to remember what you're supposed to do here. Because I thought this was the exit. Yeah, it is. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Do. Oh, found the UFO base. God, this brings back a lot of memories of playing these levels. Though as a kid, I was not great at them. It was very common for me to just play on like normal mode. Not even normal, like easy. Don't think this game has diagonal movements boost like GoldenEye had. Yeah, the colors are just funny. It's just like you get like a prettier version. Oh, I should have turned the cameras off. But this is an interesting level because, like, these two factions are like at war, and you're kind of just like caught in the middle of it. Oh, is this the right way? Oh, I don't remember. Okay, now that's the loop. Okay, these guys are all dead now, so I can... get all their ammo. Oh, it's alien planet. They mean business. Oh shit. I'm actually doing okay at this level, so hang on, where do I go? There we go. Come on, where are they? Okay, I'm not getting them all. This is probably a bonus objective though. I think this is kind of based off of something that was cut from GoldenEye. I think GoldenEye on Nintendo 64 at one point in development was supposed to have like turret sections like this. This gun is kind of weird. You have to, like, really lead your shots. There we go. Okay, what? Ah, okay. Okay, what objectives do I have left? Retrieve the time crystal. Alright. Oh. Not a fan of auto look ahead. Like, I wouldn't mind playing the Xbox version, because not having the cursor wouldn't bother me that much. I'm used enough to it from playing it originally. Oh shit, that was a time splitter. So yeah, so that's what the actual time splitters look like. Oh, there's the time portal. Oh, wow. Where is it? Where's the... There it is. There we go. Woo! So yeah, that's interesting to see, because again, in before this fix came out, you couldn't play that level. That level was just broke. But there you go. So the reason why I own this on PC is, funny enough, the Steam sales are on right now. And I believe Homefront The Revolution is £3 or something like that. We'll double check, actually. Because I don't want to mislead people. Though, if it isn't that much, you can buy CD keys for this game. Here, let me close this here. We'll go to my just chatting screen. There we go. Hello. And let me have a look on Steam. Store page. Can I look at the price if I already own it? Let me look. Yes, it is currently £3 9p. So that's probably like $4.50. There's also a bundle to get the DLC. Don't bother. You can also get the first Homefront, I think. if you really want. Steam reviews mixed. God, that might even be generous for this game. But if you don't want to get it from there, you can find keys on key reseller websites. Get the game for like less than that even. I wasn't going to get it on Steam, and then the summer sale happened. Alright, I need to check something. Okay. Timesplitters 2 voice cast. Yeah, we'll check on IMDb. It doesn't look like it. Okay. I thought I recognized that voice. but it looks like it was not who I thought it was. Yeah, so I thought that guy was what's his name? Jonathan Frakes. It's not Jonathan Frakes, but it's a guy clearly trying to sound like Jonathan Frakes. Which kind of makes sense. You would think maybe it was too on the nose to go for like a dumb yeah, if you listen to that cutscene, that Marine guy, that alien space Marine guy, he sounds like Riker. It's not Riker. But it's clearly someone that's doing a pretty good impression of him. But there you go. So yeah, that's a neat thing you can do. Well, I've got a bunch of video clips to add to my fucking compilation now. I'm really sad I could not show that bug that I enabled right at the start of the game. I guess all I'd have to do is like have a save point in the opening tutorial area and just like keep closing the game and reloading it and just hope. But it's not worth it. It just kind of made it look like there was a weird dithering effect on the screen. But yeah, I guess there wasn't. Alright. I'm just gonna check something quick. Like I said, there probably will be, not even probably, there'll be a Timesplitters 2 playthrough on this channel one day. But just because of like some of the bugs that haven't been fixed in that version yet, and some missing options, which again, I'm nothing to the people who worked on the Redux there. They're heroes, because again, there's a very buggy, you're not really supposed to access it, but the cheat codes happen to work, release there, and having, you know, proper mouse support and all the options and other things. It would be nice if there was a way to access full options, and they must be in the code somewhere. Who knows? Like maybe you could even turn the crosshair off to get like the original experience. But when we do play it, we'll mess with the Xbox version. Probably not hard mode because I don't think I'm that good at Timesplitters, but you know, full playthrough, normal mode, all the levels. Also, and then I could get to Timesplitters Future Perfect, which is the one I really want to stream. That story is still so much fun. But there we go. So, what's coming up next? So probably next stream is going to be Tuesday, regular Tuesday. That will be more Shadow of the Colossus. There was supposed to be that on Thursday, but stuff came up and I wasn't feeling well. And I was tempted to do an extra stream yesterday, but yesterday was hotter than it is today even. Like today's bad, yesterday was blistering hot. It was rough, but we'll get back into the, getting through Shadow of the Colossus. A little trivia on that, because I've tested it. Just to confirm, the PS3 version, though it doesn't have any of the frame rate issues and it has some like better draw distance stuff, it is harder. For some reason, it's just, you can get knocked off of like your stable grip. The reason why I was doing that one Colossi, the beard one, where I have to stab it in the hand, the reason why that took me so long is on the PlayStation 2 game, after he's gone like up like this and down, you're free to stab him. On the PS3 version, for some reason, Wanda loses his grip a second time and has to readjust, and by the time he's done and you're ready to stab, you only have like half a second, and that's not enough time to start and end the stab animation. So I was lucky. I found some random weak point that like let me do it. So I don't know how the rest of that playthrough is going to go, but I'm going to stick with it. Just an extra hard mode playthrough. Whatever. And I'm not sure what else. Next Saturday will probably be return to the PlayStation grab bag. I've only got one new game since, but I'm not sure when I'm going to play that. But I've got other games we've not looked at yet. But yeah, keep an eye out again on my Twitter. I probably will be opening up some other social media accounts at some point. But always, again, you can check my About page on Twitch. That's got all my up-to-date links and random stream info is going to be on Twitch. But I've been your host, Johnny Baghead. Hope you enjoyed the show. And I've got to find a way to not be covered in sweat. Man, I've been on that journey for decades. I'm still no closer to discovering how. I've just got to move to like Scotland or Iceland or the Arctic Circle or some shit. Alright, well, I'll see you when I get there.